I am Sam Skinner, Coach Skinner, coach baseball at Independence High School. I was an assistant coach with Daniel Cook, the former head coach at Independence. Him and I met the year that he got the head coaching job in 2013, and I was finishing up school at Belmont Abbey, and he asked me to be an assistant coach, so I went over with him and actually coached a year before even teaching at Independence, or substitute teaching at Independence, and then kind of trickled that into teaching there and getting to know all you guys. We had eight seniors, some really good guys, really good group of kids, and they unfortunately got their season cut off short, but we had a lot of fun along the way. I've got to know them all 4 years, and yeah, so we had 8 of them. This year, we really tried to hone in on our 4 priorities, 4 Ps. Their faith, whatever faith it was in, some system of belief, their family, their school, and then their baseball. We tried, my staff and I and the players, we tried to reinforce those 4 Ps on a day-to-day basis, whether at practice or whether at group chats or stuff like that. So that was our core. That was our core fundamental values this year. And trust. Trust was the other big word. Trust was our other word. So before the actual season starts, we'll have off-season workouts, and with new rules, you can have as many people out there as you want for 90 minutes. So we were out there Monday through Thursday, pretty much every day, except for the month of November, which was a dead period. We practice all the time. Baseball is pretty much a year-round game, and so we try to do a little bit of something every day. Friday was like an open field day for the most part. Also. You could expect a lot of the same kind of team that we had this year. This year's team really bought in. It was a really good group of guys. They worked their butts off. They had fun doing it. I mean, they were a group of goobers, no doubt. I mean, you've known some of those seniors, and but they had fun doing it. And so I would expect to see the same over the next few years, Ayana, for real. We're going to have a group of gritty, competitive kids that each team that we're going to play is going to get our best shot. They're going to have to beat us, and I think you're going to see that in the years to come, especially with this group of kids coming up. Team on varsity, 2 of them played JV and varsity. We're losing 8. You're going to have about a roster of about 14 to 16 again for varsity, and about the same for JV again. We don't have the numbers as some other teams in the city. So our roster size isn't as big as like a Myers Park or some other schools, but we're losing 8, about 14 to 16. We'll probably have a couple sophomores trying to compete for some varsity spots as well, which is a little uncommon, but we're going to do it. Myers Park, obviously. They won conference last year. They had a pretty good team this year. I think we could have competed with them. And then you've got East Meck, who's all right. Butler, our rivals are East Meck, Butler, Hickory Ridge, Myers Park, Porter Ridge. We circle those guys on our calendar. And normally, this last year was Myers Park, and then the other group of about 4 or 5 teams that were kind of all lumped together that were competing for that second, third spot in the conference. So those are teams that we circle. We don't wear red to practices because of Butler. We don't wear purple because of Porter Ridge. We make it a point that those are the teams that we want to compete against and beat. That's a good question. try to be their leader, try to be a mentor, an advocate for them, show them that I love them, show them that I care about them. I think last year as a first-year head coach, I didn't do a good job of that, to be honest with you. And this year I made a more concerted effort to do that, to kind of put my own personality on things with the team, coaching staff. We have 2 great assistant coaches that played at Independence, graduated in 2014. So show them the culture that we want to build, and reinforce that each and every day. Show them that we love them, that we care about them, and put those values first before winning any kind of game. I've had a lot of good mentors along the way kind of tell me the same thing. So just try to reinforce that. And I think we did a pretty good job. There's always room to grow. And we'll see what happens in the next few years.
Thank you.
Ayana, you're awesome. You're awesome. You go do big things, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
I'ma lay him down like he in a lounge. Walk him down, 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 walk him down.